For most children, a blood test is an ordeal. But here on the outskirts of Tecate, Mexico, where people are poor and medical care is a luxury most families can't afford, a simple pinprick could mean the difference between life and death. Thanks to the U.C.L.A. student group Chicanos for Community Medicine, the local residents get the medical care they need. Every 3 months, this dedicated team of U.C.L.A. pre-med students and volunteer physicians makes the trip down to Tecate, bringing free food, clothing, and medical supplies, and setting up a full-fledged health clinic.
We typically have 5 or 6 physicians, a pharmacist, sometimes we have dentists, and then we have sometimes up to 20 or 30 students that come down. And the students are really responsible for organizing the whole trip. They fundraise to get the donations of medication, and they fundraise to buy food for the families, and they really set it all up themselves. So without the service that's put together by the students and our volunteer doctors, they really would have no other access to health care.
Beginning early in the morning, hundreds of residents make the journey on foot to the ramshackle building that serves as the group's headquarters. There they are checked, treated, and given the medicines they need. Students work closely with the physicians, screening children for anemia and malnutrition, and adults for diabetes, high blood pressure, and other ailments. For the students, it's a reminder of why they wanted to become doctors in the first place.
As a student, as an undergrad, I think it means a lot because you're in class, you're studying for all these exams, you're spending sleepless nights just studying, and it gets to a point where you're just like, is it really worth it doing all this studying? And then once you do go to site, you see how much help you're doing, and you're just an undergrad.
It also gives them a great way to give back to the community. A lot of them are from underserved communities themselves, and their families are here in Mexico, or they have relatives, and it's a wonderful way for them to reconnect as they go through higher education themselves.
I lived here for 2 years when I was about 10 years old, and I went to school in Tecate, but it was in the main city, and I know there's a lot of poverty in the outskirts of Tecate, so it feels good to come and help the communities out.
And ultimately, the real reward for these UCLA students is the appreciation of the local residents.
Doing one simple thing of giving a little child a little candy, a toy, that little experience changes their life.